and this is a recap for my intro dart for Winter Fire Arts 2014. This is a rope dart, and it is composed of a head. So usually this is a fire head covered in a sock. You may have a practice head or something different. Whatever connecting steel you have, and a rope. This rope is braided hemp, which I prefer. You can also use nylon. I don't recommend twisted hemp because it'll twist off of itself and onto your skin in ways that I really don't like. You can also use Canadian cotton. There's a lot of things that you can use. If you are using fire dart, you want to be careful with whether or not your rope can melt. Even nylon rope is usually okay for fire dart, provided you have enough connectors that aren't waving the head over the rope too much. So that's what a dart is made of. It should be approximately the length of your arm span and then to the floor. I keep mine a little bit longer, and as you can see, it's stroked up a little bit for this demonstration. The first thing I want to talk about is dynamic rope lengths. So the cool thing about rope dart is it can be about koi length. It can be a little bit bigger, or it can be even bigger. Alright? And you can control these lengths for various effects. So the first thing we're going to do is a rope control drill. This is what I call my guide hand because it's guiding where my head is going. And this is the anchor hand because it's where I have my stop knot. So the first thing we're going to do is called a gopher. The way a gopher works is you're shooting out to the side and then to the other side. Sorry if you can't fully see this, I'll try and keep it in frame. Okay? And what we do to create this effect is we're letting the rope out, and then we're pulling steadily back up on it with our anchor hand as it comes back in. The goal here is to keep the head a set length from the ground no matter how far away it is from you, say 6 or 8 inches, and as you get better you can go more to the 1 or 2 inch length. And it should be a smooth pulling up and down. As you can see, my guide hand isn't actually doing that much. Second rope control drill that we did, I just call circles. And it starts with having your rope at approximately koi length in your guide hand like this, anchor hands down here. And as you can see, there's this leash that's hanging down from the guide hand. To make the rope bigger, what we're going to do is gradually ease up our grip on our guide hand, like this. As you can see, it's getting bigger. To make the rope smaller, right as that head gets to be around 10 o'clock, what we're going to do is pull up on this leash. Choke up on the leash and pull down. Okay? Let it back out. Right as it hits about 12 o'clock, we're going to choke up on the leash and pull down. So that makes it shorter. That's another rope control thing that you can do. The next thing we talked about were wraps, both elbow and knee wraps. So an elbow wrap is essentially you chicken this arm out like this, and then you pass the rope right over where the joint of your arm is, right where your skin is. Okay? So we've got our nice easy circles. We're just going to push the line right there, and I'm going to do my best to show what it looks like that. Okay? And to undo it, we can stall it here. Do it the other way. We can also turn our body to stall it. As you see, I've got that my arm out at that right degree angle the whole time. No problem. Okay. You can do double arm wraps if you want. We talked about those, where you can just go around twice. So same thing with the knee wraps. If you're this, your knee should be out to the side, so you have that nice crease right there. Just drop it right over the crease. Okay. You can do turns like that, and just wrap it. And you can do this on either knee. Same thing with the other elbow as well. Ooh.
And almost like the dog. Is that here?
So the next thing we went over is shots. If you do an elbow wrap, and then you straighten out your arm, the head is going to follow to wherever you straighten your arm to, and the rope's going to come around. So I've got this chicken wing, and if I let my arm out, it'll go. Okay. So at speed, it looks about like this. And you can shoot out in any direction. We can do the same thing with our knee wraps. You just straighten out that leg. Okay. Straighten the leg out. Right about as you feel the pull of the rope on your leg, half a second after it touches. And shoot it out. Alright? We did a drill where we shoot out from one knee to the other, both with the spin in between. And without. The next thing we did was suicides. So we covered half suicide, which is where the rope does not cross your throat. Suicide looks like this. We did a half suicide first on the native side. What that means is we're taking our guide hand, we're placing it on the guide side of our neck. And just like our elbow and our knee, your neck has to be straight out at that 90-degree angle. I know the video is kind of like a little bit tilted, so bear with me on that. I can show it from the side as well. So you're going to stick your head straight out. You're going to stick your guide hand on the guide side of your neck. Okay? And right as it passes that 6 o'clock spot, right, and starts coming up, you're going to put your head back. It can help to have a little give in your knees for this. So, right? And in order for the rope to come off, you really have to lean your head way back. At speed, half suicide on the native side like this. We also talked about doing it on the non-native side, which just means that you cross this arm over and you put it here. A full suicide is the same thing. You just have to leave your head down for longer, allow that rope to pass over your throat, and get to the same point again. So you can see we're at the same point. It's also over my throat. And right as it comes up past that 6 o'clock, and you hold your head back for yet another beat. So at speed. We call these yes suicides because it looks like you're saying yes, as opposed to no suicides, which basically just go, they're the same thing, they just go from one side of your body to the other rather than going around. So they look like this. You can do continuous half suicides. This lion shaped mane is a continuous native side half suicide in the yes plane, the plane. Oops, sorry. So, like this. It's called ball resistance capture, I believe, when you do it on the no side. That's pretty much what we did in intro dart. If you came to the empty knots and flow class, I have a separate video